folks, I'm back. Today I want to talk to you guys about being scared. Yes, that's right, people. Did you know that each and every one of us out there are frightened of something, are scared of something, are terrified of something? Now, the thing is, that may be an obvious thing to state, that statement to say, but something small, something insignificant to you, maybe something big, traumatic to someone else out there. I'll give you an example. You may not be scared of spiders, but someone else is. They're terrified of it. You may be scared of creepy crawlies, and some people may laugh at it. What's this? It's only small. You step on it, you squash it, you kill it. That's it. End of. What's there to be scared of? But to others, just seeing it, just being near it, being around it, it frightens the life out of them. That's just an example. Now check this out. I want to share a personal experience, something that happened to me many years ago when I was a youngster, probably a bit younger than the age of 6. And I witnessed this and it was traumatic. Even to this day, it doesn't matter how big or strong I have become, it sure is a humbling experience to this day. Now what is that? What is it that I want to share with you? When I was a youngster, I saw my mum behead a chicken because she was cooking. She's from a background, she's from a culture where it's the norm to just get chickens or cows from land and just chop it up into pieces and just cut it up and just serve it for dinner, for food, for lunch. It's the norm for back home, but for me it was a horrifying experience because as a youngster, that's the first time I got exposed to blood. That's the first time. I don't know if you guys have witnessed a chicken being beheaded. What happens is when you behead a chicken, it spills out with blood, but the body is still circulating, it's still running, and then it stops and then it just dies. But the blood just pours all out onto the floor. That's what I got exposed to. To me, that was a horrifying experience, and ever since then, I've been scared of chickens. Now that may be funny to you guys out there, but I'll tell you what, just what I've experienced and seen and associated, because the thing is, as a youngster, that's my first time seeing blood. That's the first time I've seen something being beheaded and still the body is just running wild. And the funny thing is, at the end of that day, I had to eat it because it got cooked. And I admit it did taste delicious, but just the experience that was horrific. And even to this day, when a chicken comes up to me, I'm running a mile. That's how much it's traumatized me. I've tried to embrace my fears and try to conquer it. Well, some of my friends thought when we went out on holiday and we was plotting next to a farm, there was loads of chicken around. They thought, hang on a second, let's scare Maps. What we do? What shall we do? We get a chicken and just put it in front of him, see what he does, watch what he does. And all of a sudden they brought the chicken in front of me and I just ran a mile. That's the thing. I'm still to this day trying to confront that chicken. It's a funny story, but it's true to this day. Now, the thing is that's something challenging for me, something that I have to work with. And the funny thing is, through time, I've worked in so many different areas of my life trying to strengthen myself, but it is a humbling experience because it doesn't matter how strong or tough that you may be. You can be rich, you can be famous, you can be wealthy, healthy, and you can have all the blessings in this world, but there's always going to be something small that will humble you, something that you're scared of. And it doesn't have to be the biggest of things, it tends to be the smallest of things. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention. I'll give you another example. Check this out. People, every one of us out there has a phobia in terms of when we've done wrong, to admit it to the other person, to say, I'm sorry. That's a phobia in itself because we're scared of the reaction. We're scared of the rejection. And the other thing is, how many of us out there, if we've done wrong, admit it? How many of us out there say sorry, like I just mentioned before? Because it's a hard thing to do, especially if we're in the wrong and we're used to being right all the time, or if we're in a position of authority. It's very hard to humble ourselves. This is the thing that I'm trying to bring to your attention, people. We're all scared of something in our life. And there's no need to be ashamed of it. In fact, embrace it because it truly is a humbling experience. Because the more in life you succeed and exceed, you need to remind yourself of the things that humble you. And they ain't that great, they ain't that big at all. I'll give you another example just quickly before I go. Bumblebees, when they come near me, I run because I think I'm going to get stung. Because I've had a little incident when I was younger, being stung by a bee, and I know how it feels. I've been frightened of these little creatures. Even spiders, tarantulas, just these little creepy crawlies, snakes. And the funny thing is, you will find that it's not just one phobia you have. You have many, many fears and phobias out there. The thing is, you don't have to deal with each and every one of them out there. If it doesn't affect your life, that is. If you're able to get on and just go about your day-to-day things, then it's all good. Big thumbs up from me. But sometimes you have to confront your fears if it's necessary in order to move forwards in life. And it doesn't matter how small it is, because that small thing can prevent you from moving forwards if you don't deal with it. You have to nip it in the bud. It's like this. When you're in a relationship, are you able to humble yourself and apologize and make amends out of the situation to bring out the best in your circumstance? There's so many other examples that I can give. I can go on and on about these examples in terms of taking the step, making that breakthrough. That's a fear in itself. Each and every one of us out there have fears in so many different areas and aspects of our life. But it's about time that we recognize it in order to humble ourselves so we can move on and learn and grow and develop from our experiences. That is my rant for today. And I thought I might bring that to your attention. All it is just shared wisdoms and experiences and perspectives. I'm done.